Welcome dear students to lecture 6 of the subject control system. In this lecture also we'll be working out numericals on the analogous circuit based on force voltage and force current analogies. So here we have to construct the mathematical model for the mechanical system shown in the figure, then draw the electrical equivalent circuit based on force voltage analogy. So in this circuit you can observe here we have two mass M1 and M2, and hence displacement x1 and x2. Here B1, this is there for M1 as well as M2 also. So this you should be careful here. And K1 is connected to M1 and K2 is connected to M2. And force is applied to the mass M1. So first step is to draw the mechanical equivalent network. So first let me write the node over here. So nodes are x1 and another node is x2. So first let us connect f of t. So f of t is applied to m1. So here it will come here. So this is f of t. Okay, and m1 over here. So m1 is connected. M1 is always connected between the node and the reference. Then see, B1 is connected to M1 and the reference. So it will be also from the node MX1 to the ground or reference. So this is B1. Next we have K1, which is again connected between M1 and the reference. So that also will connect here. So this is K1. Next we have over here B2. See, B2 is connected between M1 and M2. So it will be connected between X1 and X2. So this is B2. Next is M2. So M2 is connected between X2 and the reference. M2 is always connected between the reference and the particular node. Then B1. See, B1 is there for this also. So again that will be from X2 to ground. So we have B1 twice over here. Then K2 is connected between the node X2 and the ground. So this is K2. So now we are done with the equivalent mechanical network. Next we have to write the equations, equilibrium equations. So let us write the equilibrium equations. So first is for node x1. So node x1 we have f of t as the input equal to, then we'll write for m1. First m1 d square x1 by dt square plus b1 dx1 by dt plus k1 x1 plus, then we have b2 which is between node 1 and node 2, x1 and x2. So b2 into dx1 by dt minus dx2 by dt. So this will be equation 1. Next, coming to the node x2, here there is no force, so equal to 0 equal to, we start with mass m2 d square x2 by dt square plus b1 dx2 by dt plus k2 into x2 and plus cb2. This is between two nodes. So now it will be dx2 by dt minus dx1 by dt. So we are done with writing the equilibrium equations. Now let us see what we have to do. Substitute for dx1 by dt. So for dx by dt we need to substitute it as the velocity v, and if we have d square x by dt square, it will become dv by dt, and if we have only x, it will become integral v dt. So these things we have to substitute now. Here v is velocity, remember that. So now we'll substitute it in the above two equations. So after substitution, what we get? So first is f of t. Then we have m1. So m1 d square, right? So we have to write dv1 by dt. Plus we had b1 there. Okay. So b1 dx2 dx1 by dt. So that will become v1. Plus we had k1. There it was into x. So it will become integral v1 dt. Plus we have v2, right, which is between two nodes. So this will become v1 minus v2. Then second equation for node x2, 0 equal to m2. So d square x2 by dt square. So this is dv2 by dt plus we have v1 into v2 plus k2 into integral v2 dt plus then we have v2, okay, which is v2 minus v1. So now let me just write this v1 properly. So v2 minus v1. Next question is force voltage analogy. So let us write the force voltage analogy. So we know that force is analogous to voltage, velocity is analogous to current, mass is analogous to L, B is analogous to R, and K is analogous to 1 by C. So let me substitute these in the above two equations. So V of T will be equal to M1 is L1, velocity is I. So di1 by dt plus B1 is R into I1 plus 1 by C1 integral I1 dt plus this is R2 into I1 minus I2. Here R1 here, forgot that. Second equation 0 equal to M2 will be L2 di2 by dt plus B1 is R1 I2 plus K2 is 1 by C2 integral I2 dt plus B2 is R2 I2 minus I1. So now we have got these two equations. Now using these two equations, we will have to draw the electrical circuit. So first let us just list out what is there in loop 1 and loop 2. So loop first equation 1 you check. See, you have the voltage V. Then we have inductor L1. Then C1. Then R1. And R2, see, in that R2 equation you have R2 into I1 minus I2 means it is between two loops. Coming to loop 2, we have L2, then R1, then C2 and R2 common. See, here we have R1 here, but you check the equation, it is R1 I1 and in equation it is R1 I2. So in both the loops we have R1. It is not common between two loops. This you should be careful. So R2 and this R2 is common. So let us draw the circuit now. So okay, here plus minus, this is a voltage V. Then we have L1, R1 and C1 in loop 1. So L1, R1, C1. In between we have R2. And loop 2 we have L2 and again we have R1. So this is L2, R1. Yes, what did I miss? I have missed C2 there. So let me just include C2 over here. So C2 is also there over here. So here we have this is R1. Yes. So here it is R1. So this is I1 and here the loop current is I2. So this is the electrical circuit for using the force voltage analogy for a given mechanical network. So let us consider the next question here. Draw the force voltage and force current analogous circuits for the mechanical system shown in figure with necessary equations. So here is the given mechanical network. So first step, as you all know by now, that we have to draw the equivalent mechanical network. So first see how many displacements are there, x1, x2 and x3. In between, see over here also we have, because B3 and K3 it is in series. So in between this also we will have a displacement. So here first is x1, then we have x2 and one more node x3 over here. So x1, see here, what is x1? First is the force here. So that is connected to x1. So F of t. Next we will write the mass. So here, let me write the mass over here. So I'll write it like this. Okay. So mass, I have told you already that it should be always connected between the node and the reference. Then see B1, you can observe B1 here, it is connected to this mass and this reference point. So that also will come over here. Okay, so this is B1. Coming to now node x2. X2 is over here. See, first thing what we have to write is a mass. So mass M2 is connected from x2 to the reference. Then we'll check. See, here now see K1. K1 is connected between M2 and M1, means it should be connected between x2 and x1. So here it is K1. Next, see, we have here B3. Where is B3 connected? B3 is connected between x3 and M1. M1 has a displacement x1 and B3, above that you have x3. So this will come between x1 and x3. So from x1, this is x1, we have to connect B3 to x3. So this is B3. Next, K3. See, where is K3? One end is connected to M2, other end is connected to this displacement x3. M2 has a displacement x2. So it will come between x2 and x3. So this is K3. Then K2 and B2. See, K2 and B2 are both connected to M2 and the other end is connected to the reference. So that will come over here. So where will it come? It will come to x2. So here we have K2 and also we have B2. One second. Yes, let me just write it. Okay, so this is B2. So this is the given mechanical network. Now once we are done with the mechanical network, what is the next step? Next step, we have to write the equilibrium equations. So let us write the equilibrium equations. So first equation is for node x1 here. So what is there? First is f of t, I will write. So f of t. So f of t equal to, what is there connected to x1? We have mass m1, damper b1, then the spring k1 and another damper b3 connected. Now let us write. So for m1 is connected between the node and the ground. So m1 d square x1 by dt square plus. Next we have b1, that is also connected between the node and the ground, dx1 by dt plus. Then what do we have? See, K1. K1 is connected to x1 and x2. Therefore, K1 into x1 minus x2 plus we have B3. Where is B3 connected? Between x1 and x3. Therefore, B3 into dx1 by dt minus dx3 by dt. So this is for node x1. Next we'll write the equation for x2. So let us continue with the equation. So node 1 we have written, now node 2. So no input, so 0 equal to, see हमने elements connected k1, m2, k2 and k3 and b2. So 0 is equal to m2 d square x2 by dt square plus k2 x2 plus b2 dx2 by dt plus k1 is between x2 and x1, so k1 and x2 minus x1 plus k3 into x2 minus x3. So this is equation 2. Next, considering node x3, so 0 equal to, only two elements are there, so k3 into x3 minus x2 plus b3 into dx3 by dt minus dx1 by dt. So these are the three equations. Now let us substitute for dx by dt as v, d square x by dt square as dv by dt. This is velocity. V is velocity over here, and x will be integral v dt. So after, let us substitute here. So when you substitute, f of t will be m1 dv1 by dt plus b1 v1 plus k1 integral b1 minus b2 dt plus b3 into v1 minus v3. Next, coming to equation 2, 0 will be equal to m2 dv2 by dt plus k2 integral v2 dt plus b2 v2 plus k1 integral v2 minus v1 dt plus k3 integral v2 minus v3 dt. The last equation 0 equal to k3 into integral v3 minus v2 dt plus v3 into integral v3 minus, sorry, it is not integral, into v3 into, it is dx by dt, right? So it is v3 minus v1. Now let us write the force voltage analogy. So I'll consider this as equation 1, 2 and 3. So here we know that force is analogous to voltage, velocity is analogous to current, m is analogous to L, b is analogous to R, and k is analogous to 1 by C. So let us substitute this in the above three equations. So we get this as v of t is equal to L1 di1 by dt plus R1 I1 plus 1 by C1 integral I1 minus I2 dt plus R3 into I1 minus I3. Coming to the equation 2, 0 equal to L2 di2 by dt plus 1 by C2 integral I2 dt plus R2 I2 plus 1 by C1 integral I2 minus I1 dt plus 1 by C3 integral I2 minus I3 dt. This will be equation 2. Coming to equation 3. 0 is equal to 1 by C3 integral I3 minus I2 dt plus R3 into I3 minus I1. So, seeing these three equations, let us just list out under I1 current, I2 and I3. What and all should be there? So, in I1 we have V, L1, R1. This is only I1 current flows. Then we have C1 and R3. Coming to I2, we have L2, C2 and R2, which is there only in the loop I2. Then we have C1, C3. Here I3 has C3 and R3. So you can observe here C1 is common between loop 1 and 2. C3 is common between 2 and 3 and R3 is common between 1 and 3. So let us just draw the circuit. So here we have the source V and see L1 R1. So L1 R1 in loop 1. Then in loop 2 we have L2 C2 and R2. Okay, L2 C2 R2. Now between 1 and loop 1 and loop 2 we have C1. So that we will draw here. This is C1. Then we have another loop C3, which has R3 common between 1 and 3. So this is R3 and C3 common between 2 and 3. So this is C3. So here this is I1. Here we have I2 and here we have I3. So now we are done with the force voltage analogous circuit. Next we also have to write the force current analogous circuit. So we'll start with that. So let us continue with the force current analogy. So the equations will remain the same, only the analogy will change. So that we will write and we will substitute in the equations 1, 2 and 3. So force is analogous to current, velocity is analogous to voltage, and M is analogous to C, B is analogous to 1 by R, and K is analogous to 1 by L. So these elements you should remember. Then now let us write equation 1. Instead of force we have I of t equal to C1. Now it is, instead of velocity it is voltage now, dV1 by dt plus V1 by R1 plus 1 by L1 integral V1 minus V2 dt plus V1 minus V3 divided by R3. This will be equation 1. Second equation, 0 equal to C2 dV2 by dt plus 1 by L2 integral V2 dt plus V2 by R2 plus 1 by L1 integral V2 minus V1 dt plus 1 by L3 integral V2 minus V3 dt. Coming to the third equation, 0 equal to 1 by L3 integral V3 minus V2 dt plus V3 minus V1 divided by R3. So these are the three equations. Now let us just write. See, for here we have node voltages. So V1, V2 and V3. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 for this. So V1 will have I, then C1 and V1, right? L1 and R3. So this will be common terms, L1 and R3. V2 node only has C2, L2 and R2. Then we also have L1 and L3. V3 node has L3 and R3, which is again common between two nodes. So L1 is common between node 1 and node 2, and R3 is common between 1 and 3. L3 is common between 2 and 3. Now let us draw the circuit. So nodes, see here, V1 and V2, and here let me connect V3. So first thing is writing the source. So this is I of t. Let me just correct it. Okay. So this. So what do we have here? I have a capacitor C1. Then we have a resistor R1. C1 R1. Then that is only between node 1. Between node 1 and 2 we have L1. So that I'll connect over here. Then between 1 and 3 we have a resistor R3. So this is R3. Coming to node 2, we have L2. Then the capacitor C2 and the resistor R2. And this L3 is between node 2 and 3. So this will be the mechanical network. So let me just connect it. Yes, this is the force current analogous circuit for the given mechanical network. You just check the equivalent mechanical network and this force current analogous electrical network. It is the same way it is. Only thing is the mechanical elements are replaced with the its analogous electrical elements. So this is how you find the force voltage and force current analogous circuit.